Trump.
Thank you very much, Vice President Mike Pence. Great job you're doing. And hello, Toledo. We love Toledo. But I'm thrilled to hold the first rally of 2020 right here in the great state of Ohio. And just in case you didn't know it, Ohio just had the best year economically in the history of your state. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's okay, they're gone. They're gone. They go home to mommy. Going home to mommy. They're going home to mommy. It's a beautiful sight. Thank you, security. Do we love law enforcement, by the way? You know, outside, I don't know what this place holds, like 10, 11,000 people, right? Outside, you have thousands and thousands of people that want to get in. There's never been a movement like this. There's never been a movement like this. And I'll tell you, maybe I'm wrong, but this is bigger than it was in 2016. Because in 2016, I said what we're going to do, but now I've completed more promises than I've made. I mean, I've actually completed more than I made. Right? Like, as an example, many of you were here. Look at all those beautiful red hats. Keep America great. That's good. But I never talked about, did you ever hear me prior to the election talk about Space Force? Never talked about it. We did Space Force. But did we ever speak about it? No. There were many things that we've done that we never spoke about. Make America Great Again, I think it was the greatest political campaign in history. I mean, crooked Hillary spent 3 or 4 times more money than us, right? So crooked Hillary, you should lock her up, I'll tell you. Crooked Hillary spent 3 or 4 times more. So I want to be a little bit, I have to say, that was a great campaign. And I don't want to change it. Ready? Keep America great. So you know that, I call that a free poll. That's better than a poll. And the man who was in charge of my campaign in Ohio, I had a choice of 5 people. I said, I like this guy's name. I don't know why. His name is Bob Paduchek. Why do I like his name? And I said, Bob, how are we doing? He said, you're going to win big, sir. Because, you keep hearing, you cannot win unless you win the great state of Ohio. That's these guys. And once I was leading Ohio by a lot in the poll, they never said that anymore. It's terrible. They were saying it when they thought I wasn't going to win, but we were ahead right from the beginning. But Bob was incredible. He did a fantastic job. And Bob, I'd call him up. I'd say, Bob, we don't have the governor. We don't have the head of the Republican Party. It's a minor problem. You're running as a Republican. And he punked out on us, right? This guy. We don't have any. He said, sir, you have the people. I said, well, what happens? Cool. He was cool. I said, so Bob, let me ask you just out of curiosity. I don't have these people. The leaders are not with us. Is that good or bad? He said, sir, it's great. You just went up 3 points. You believe this? By not having. And he said, don't worry, sir, you're going to win. And we won by a lot. And now I understand we're up by a lot more than we ever thought possible. But Bob was fantastic. Thank you, Bob. We're up. Can you believe this? I have a 95% approval rating. Can you believe it? And you know who second is? We do. You know who second is? Ronald Reagan at 87%. Ronald Reagan's good. We went right to the top of the polls. It wasn't like these folks today. They're 2%, 3%, but they're climbing. We went right to the top from day one. We never missed center stage in the debates. Remember those great debates? We actually got high ratings. They don't get very good ratings anymore. It's like death. I should watch. You know, I'm supposed to watch. It's like my job. Try and watch. Watch the competition. But it's like watching death. It's death. Those debates are boring. They're boring. You got to sit through those things for 2 or 3 hours. You got to really be committed to the country to do that. I mean, you have some real beauties. You see what Pocahontas is slipping badly? And Bernie is going up. He's surging. Bernie is crazy, Bernie. He's surging. And Biden doesn't know the difference between Iran and Iraq. He's gotten it wrong 4 times. He goes, when we took our shot at Iraq. No. They're all saying, no, they're screaming. It's Iran. What? And his son, right? Where's Hunter? Where is Hunter? No, I went to one of them. I said, we have to have Where's Hunter as a witness. They said, what do you mean Where's Hunter? I said, that's his first name. I have now made his first name Where's. Where's Hunter? Here's a guy made no money. Got thrown out of the military forces, I think the Navy. Got thrown out. Had no job, had no nothing. So he went from that to making millions of dollars a year as soon as Sleepy Joe became vice president, right? He made millions of dollars a year. Would anybody in this room do that for millions of dollars? I would. We all would. He made millions and millions of dollars a year. Ukraine took care of him. How about China? He walked out with $1.5 billion to manage, and he never did it before. He didn't know anything about oil and gas. He was making a fortune. So where's Hunter? Where the hell are you, Hunter? But I'll tell you, I sort of hope it's Joe, because he will hear Where's Hunter every single debate 9 times a debate. Where's Hunter? And then you have Buttigieg. I can't, nobody can pronounce, nobody has any idea how the hell to say his name. So what they do is they call him Mayor Pete, you know, like Mayor Pete. Here comes Mayor Pete. Doesn't do a very good job. Alfred E. Newman, you're right. Howdy doody, some people say. Howdy doody. Howdy doody. The problem is a lot of people don't remember Alfred E. Newman. Don't say that. You look much younger than that, I must say. So, you have Mayor Pete. I mean, give me a break. Can you believe Mayor Pete? This is going to be the President of the United States. This is going to be. How would he be against negotiating against President Xi of China? And we just made one hell of a deal. Oh, you're going to see the numbers very soon, you know? One hell of a deal. And I went over and I said, folks, you got to pay your bills. You're delinquent. You know, you're delinquent. And then they don't like me. They say, we like Obama better. They should like Obama better. Obama would go in and say, thank you very much for coming. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. I'm going back to Washington. I'm going back. I'll be violating the carbon footprint. I'm going to Hawaii to play golf. I drive to play around the golf, and of course, it doesn't even cost them anything. He flies to Hawaii, nobody cares. If I drive 20 minutes, it's like Donald Trump is playing golf today. He violates the carbon footprint. Sir, we've seen lines of people that didn't vote before because they never were inspired to vote. And these are people that never voted. And they had hats on Trump. They have pins on Trump, Trump, Trump pants, Trump. They have the bands on, like a Miss Universe, boom, it says Trump pants, and they've got buttons all over it. They've got shirts saying Trump and Trump pants. I never saw anything like it. I think the crowds today are bigger than they were the day before the election last time. I really do. Elizabeth Warren, sadly referred to, she of great Indian heritage. Remember I used to say, I have more Indian blood in me than she has, and I have none. I turned out to be right. But you look at what she's doing, you look at what she's saying, the lies, the deceit, the fraud. You see it all. We are going to do so great. It's going to be something that's going to be special. It's going to be for the record books. And the great Franklin Graham, Billy Graham's son, Franklin Graham, a fantastic man, he said 2 weeks ago, my father, Billy Graham, voted for Donald Trump. Nobody ever, he never said that before. Billy Graham wasn't somebody that would vote and say he voted. Franklin Graham said, Billy Graham, maybe the greatest of all, maybe the greatest of all time. He said, my father, Billy Graham, who was very old at the time and in trouble. He was in trouble. He was not well. He voted for Donald Trump. What a great tribute that was to me. What a great tribute. Great family. The Green New Deal. That's a beauty. It's amazing. I see this congressman that's been there. He has white hair, beautiful white hair. Nope, it's not you. And he's with AOC. And he's saying, yes, we have to go with the Green New Deal. And I'm saying, is this guy for real? I don't know if he believes it. He's been around for 20 years in Congress. I've seen him. I know him a little bit. And he's acting like he actually believes it. But we're going to just take our time and we're going to relax. Omar, AOC, Tlaib, isn't she a nice woman? Tlaib. Why? What a group. But they're the leaders of the party. They're really, in my opinion, the leaders. That's what happened. That's how they got into this impeachment hoax. The leaders of the party are this AOC, Tlaib, and Omar. And Pelosi meets them and she shakes and quivers and she's very scared. They're vicious, horrible people. I didn't used to say that. They're horrible people. What they do to people is a disgrace, but they stick together. Gee, now I sort of understand why they hate me, right? But it's true. It's true. Their policies are a disaster. They're bad politicians, and they have horrible policies. But what they do, they stick together, and they're vicious. Only this way can we save the America that we love and drain the Washington swamp once and for all. And I have seen that dirty, rotten swamp better than anybody else in America. A lot of crooked people. Disgusting, crooked people. America is thriving like never before. And ladies and gentlemen of Ohio, the best is yet to come. Because together, we will make America wealthy again. And we will make America great again. Thank you, Toledo. Thank you.